Hi there, Larry Seitz here. It's June the 6th, 2023. Tonight I'm going to answer the question, is Trump one of us? But first, a reminder that I'm coming to you from west central Missouri, where the plains meet the Ozarks, the historical home of the Osage Indians, North American Indian tribe, that was here when the Europeans did their conquest of the country. And previous to that, they lived in harmony with nature. They were pretty healthy. They had a uh, sophisticated society, and they had three primitive freedoms, like most of the North American Indians. They had the freedom to move. They had the freedom to disobey, to question authority, and they had the third freedom of ability to create or revise their social contract, the system that they lived under. And I bring that up because they fit right in with my thoughts on truth, freedom, health as a movement. And it's interesting that they were here where I am. Anyway, on to the subject. Is Trump one of us? A lot of people still think that he did a lot of good things, that he was prevented from doing things by the Democrats, and they still believe in him. Well, I'm going to burst that bubble for you tonight. I'm going to give you three reasons why he's not one of us, and then I'll elaborate on each of those areas. First, he was created to entertain, distract, and keep us in the current system. Second, his deeds didn't match his words. He didn't come through on his promises. Third, he is the establishment. He's one of the establishment. He always has been. So let's go into detail on those. I got three specific points on each one of those. First, he was created to act as a foil for Hillary, the Democrats, and he was put up as a savvy businessman that knew how to do things and that he had the moxie to stand up to the swamp and get things done. So, on that, he, let me look at my notes. Okay, so that was the first point in what he was created to do. Second, he gave hope to the conservatives that Hillary would be jailed and that things would be put right in the world. Second, he created the CISA, CISA, Computer Internet Security Act. And that was the computerized system complete with manuals and playbooks on how to operate it for all levels of government officials to silently censor people that were causing a problem. Enough on that. So that was what he was created to do. The second major point is that his words didn't match his deeds. He never drained the swamp. In fact, his administration was the swamp. Tillerson was the big oil guy looking out for their interest. Bolton was the warmonger looking out for the military industrial complex. And Fauci was the tool of the pharmaceutical industry. Second, he never went after Hillary Clinton. He admitted later that it was just a campaign promise. Uh, he didn't support the people that got jailed and are still in jail for January 6th. but he didn't pardon him, but he did pardon his son-in-law's father. Third, he said he was going to reduce government requirements and regulations and controls, but he actually increased them through that silent censorship portal into the social media systems that he approved and had built. So that's why his examples of why his words don't match his deeds. Third, he's part of the establishment. He was born with a silver spoon in his mouth, and he craps in a golden commode. Second, he's went bankrupt multiple times on multi-million or maybe billion-dollar deals. I don't know, on those casinos and hotels and things like that. And every time he went bankrupt, he left working people, small businesses holding the bag. They he he could have done it different, but he didn't. He took advantage of the bankruptcy laws and he screwed those people. Third, his lockdowns and forced vaccinations hurt a lot of people, working people, common folks. They couldn't go shop and stuff like that. And a lot of the small businesses were put out of business. All the while, the big corporations got to stay open. So all that was to benefit the elites, the people that own stock in Pfizer and so forth, and at the expense of the pocketbooks and the health and even lives of a lot of working folks. So, in summary, he's not one of us. He's not a working person. He doesn't produce anything. He just entertains and distracts to keep people tied up in the current system where power, profit, and control is the main goal. And he didn't come through on his promises, his words, and he is the establishment, and his actions definitely benefited himself, his family, and other members of the elite. So, what can we do about it? Well, like I said, I'm part of the Truth, Freedom, Health movement. It's an international organization, a bottoms up movement, and historically, bottoms up movements have been the only proven means of bringing about social change that actually benefits the working folks through infrastructure, improved working conditions, improved living conditions. So I'll be talking much more about that and Dr. Shiva for president in the future. So I invite you to join me as I continue this series of my journey with the Truth, Freedom, Health movement. Thanks for watching. Bye for now. See you soon.